Eric's YouTube channel, you guys. I am Eric, and today's video is a good one. It is a Q&A, you guys. I'm going to show you my screen. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to show you some of these videos. I want to show you how prone we are to change on the reserve. I made a comment. I said, I'm not going to stand behind any of the Little League teams on the reserve because they're no better than the treatment they're receiving. What I mean by that is these teams are filled with kids that are filled with family nepotism, and I'm not going to stand behind it because my kids were trying to get involved in these programs and they weren't allowed to. So for that reason, I said, I don't think I will advocate for these leagues. And then a bunch of smart, educated people jumped on my line and then started saying, "Oh, you're not supporting the youth. Oh, that's not a good way to run. You're not going to get any votes. You're not going to get in." One of them goes off and starts swearing. Um, uh, CNC are so scared of change. We have to look into it, you guys. Look at this. Okay, you guys, read this. I'm in full support of the youth. Just the way these little leagues are run, that is the only problem. It kind of wrecks it for the other kids. We all deserve a chance. I'm advocating for the youth, not the program management pockets. Like it or don't like it. So you guys, this is what I fully said. I can't advocate for these little league teams, hockey, basketball, etc., on the blood reserve because we have these leagues that are no better than the treatment they are receiving off reserve. Nepotism, unfairness. All these leagues are about until we get some proof that these teams are choosing equally, not full of in-laws. I will continue my stance. The reserve has to smarten up as well. Then we got this smart ass Tanya Wolfchild. So you're saying you won't advocate for the youth. So you guys look at that. Where in the hell did I say anything about the youth? See how the reserve is into crabs in the bucket, you guys? They're gonna try to grab you down when they see you crawling out. Well, you guys, this is a perfect example. Let's read through a little bit of it, you guys. So I says, Tanya, read it. I won't support until I see they're being as transparent. My kids couldn't join the baseball team for that same reason the vice president of our town committee had his family on the team. Show me you're being fair, and I'll stand tall behind you, advocating to rid of nepotism. Is that too much to say? Does it mean I'm not advocating for the youth? Man, you guys are so quick to make a decision. Read it first. You clearly didn't read his message. It said nothing about not advocating for the youth, nepotism. And then this this guy's supposed to be my friend right here. What need to be clear? This lance goes off, you guys. Okay, you guys, this is why I'm running for council, you guys, because people like this Lance, and he says it in here. You know, my daughter's. I'm sorry you're not a part of the circle. Then he goes off saying that he doesn't. Not all kids matter. Well, to me, all kids matter, Lance. And I know that you're stuck on your high horse, and your daughter's real awesome, and she's gonna make it to the NHL. But what's wrong with giving my kids a chance? You guys. I'm a real street guy, you guys. I'm from the hood. So I'm firsthand tell you guys how our kids are treated. They're not treated fairly. So you guys, how can people like this guy and other people? I'm gonna put these names out here. I don't need proof. It's the only truth when it comes to sports. Like I said, not every family matters. I know kids who wanted to join your so-called teams that were pushed to the side because you guys have some problem with the parents. Or no, you dislike towards somebody or always looking for a reason. Then I goes and tell then I goes in and I say, Lance Wolfchild, these teams need to be run properly, fair and square. You guys are the same circle. The moment we try enter, you guys freak out. And look at him, he freaks out. I'm sorry you don't belong to a circle. I'm sorry. We were in the agriculture program, you guys, and he got into trouble for being lazy. And our instructor told him not to be lazy, and then he quit our program. So I thought he was, I'm not gonna say a friend because it takes a lifetime to become somebody's friend, but he was an acquaintance, I thought. So being that I thought he was an acquaintance of the same course, I thought that he would understand where I'm coming from. But no, he happens to be one of the guys that have their kids in there every year. It's the same kids, you guys. He says, "Oh, we paid for registration. We paid for that." We're not even talking about registration, you meatball. Look at this Chad Bearson. Not worried here. Since never helped Chief Mountain Lacrosse, anyways. Only one nation and about have lacrosse association. Good luck, candidate. And then you guys look at Bill Shade. Look at Bill Shade. I would figure because this guy's educated, he'd have a better answer. He goes off and you guys, you know, at the platforms, everybody had introductions. Everybody. This girl, I'm about to read her. I'm about to read her comment. She had the best forms. Yeah, she had questions. She fucking drilled us. You know, if it wasn't for Lori asking us that stupid question about Indigena, it would have been like a perfect night for us. Hey. Um, Yeah, she did something about some project that I did in 2020, and then she asked a question about it, and I had the answer, but I didn't like feel it was necessary to explain to all the people and lose them with that drift. So I just chose not to answer. Yeah, I did a change.org on the subject she was talking about. So yeah, we'll talk about that one another day. But let me read Sam Jones's. I hear your perspective. Although there are many kid programs and teams, there's still limited space for kids. I saw that, especially for older kids just learning a sport. At least in my opinion, there were tons of cuts during the basketball season. So due to so many kids being interested, there were limited spots. I started my own basketball team in 2020 with kids, new organized basketball who've never been on a team. Great experience. Many of them gone on to play high school and currently still play with us. I did this as a parent for my son who was often overlooked because he didn't start young. Lived away from here for so long. Now he's at Notre Dame. Sometimes the community members just got to step up and start their thing. Others will appreciate the effort, even if offers. Cool. I'm happy with this answer. Last night at the forum, I explained this in written, the nepotism. No worries. I'm for helping all the children. We just can't have these leagues plagued by nepotism. Some kids don't even have anything, and these programs help them. It's not fair that they're not given a chance to play ball when they want to. This is a change that's going to be needed for these little leagues to work out. See you guys. See you guys. Look at that. Um, some of these guys are really educated. I didn't expect them to answer or think that's what I said. Because if I said anything about youth and in my paragraph, it'll say youth. There was absolutely nothing said about the youth in my comment. I said I'm a little upset with management's pockets being filled and lined. So why should we keep lining their pockets when they're not going to pick these kids fairly? And then you guys crabs in the bucket. They'll try to pull you down when they know you're speaking the truth. You know? I cut the comments off. They're just getting too negative. I was like, nothing I can't handle, but if you're not gonna make any sense and know how to read sentence structure or even know simple English, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue, especially too, if this is how you feel. So if that's how you feel, that must be personal. So you guys, I'll be doing more of these Q&As, so stay tapped in with my channel. Like, subscribe, comment, and follow, like I said.